Pull out any bill. Look at it. That's not money, it's a weapon in a war you didn't even know existed. It was born from one thing, the fear of the forger. We just finished learning the hidden price of a flag. But if the flag was exiled by the cost of dye, the note in your wallet is less currency, more a security document. Across every nation, from the euro to the yen, this is the shocking financial anatomy of currency, why the price of trust is the single greatest expense in the history of nations. Every country tells the same lie. Your money is backed by gold, by economic strength, by national power. But strip away the folklore and the truth is more fragile. Your money is backed by chemistry, by paper, by security. The moment someone can perfectly copy it, the entire system risks destabilizing regional economies and eroding public trust. You risk triggering a financial panic that can spiral into hyperinflation. The war to protect currency is the longest, most expensive chemical arms race in history. This arms race began with a panic. During the American Civil War in the 1860s, counterfeiting threatened to collapse the Union economy. The US Treasury was desperate for a defense against the era's increasingly detailed photography. Their solution? Green ink. The green pigment required a multi-stage synthesis that forgers couldn't replicate with the era's chemistry. Any attempt produced a shade that experts could instantly detect as false. This ink was chosen not for aesthetics but out of pure desperation to win the first chemical battle. This established the iron rule for all nations. Money must be visually, chemically, and geographically impossible to copy. It must be a unique artifact. But green ink was just the beginning. Forgers wouldn't stay behind, and neither would nations. And so began the most expensive arms race in history, a race that made every banknote you've ever held a technological marvel. Imagine you are a master forger in the modern era. Your mission is to beat the 3 security layers of the state. First, the paper. You try simple wood pulp. But the first anti-counterfeiting check reveals your mistake. Currency is a unique blend of cotton and linen, often sourced from a handful of globally certified suppliers. This material expense is the literal cost of trust. Second, the printing. You acquire the cotton paper, but your high-end printer still fails. Why? Because you don't print money with simple inkjet. You use intaglio printing. The pressure used in this process is equivalent to parking a car on a postage stamp. It's the reason the portrait on the euro or the pound feels raised to the touch. This 3-dimensional line cannot be duplicated by any commercial machine. Check your wallet. Feel the raised ink. Can anyone really copy a modern banknote perfectly? Third, the ink. Your cost is now staggering. You print a perfect line, but the ink is wrong. The colors on modern banknotes are optically variable inks that change shade based on the angle you hold them. This complex chemical signature is restricted information and impossible for counterfeiters to replicate, making it the final barrier. Every nation's currency is a silent global treaty, where the cost of security keeps the entire system standing. This silent treaty was broken only once by a government. The most dramatic example of currency as a weapon was Operation Bernhard, where the Nazis, late in World War II, forced Jewish prisoners in a concentration camp to forge near-perfect British pound notes and American dollars. Skilled engravers and printers were kept alive solely to print perfect lies, trapped in a macabre workshop of economic warfare. The goal was to flood the Allied economies with so much perfect counterfeit currency that their money would become instantly worthless, to weaponize hyperinflation itself. While historical evidence suggests the operation had minimal actual economic impact, the mere possibility that an enemy state could weaponize perfect currency reinforced the ultimate lesson for every nation. Your money is not just a tool for commerce. It is the most crucial national defense asset you possess. The cost of security goes deeper than the naked eye can see. To truly defeat machine-based counterfeiting, the state turned to a feature no copier can replicate: microprinting. If you examine a modern bill under a microscope, you will find entire lines of text printed in a font so small it looks like a simple line to the human eye. This is not for you to read. It's an invisible guard. The specific laser etching process required to create this detail is so fine that when any commercial digital printer tries to replicate it, the ink simply bleeds together, turning the line into a messy, unintelligible smudge. It's a security feature designed to be read only by the high-resolution scanners of banks and forensic labs. Before the cotton and linen blend is pressed, a faint, translucent security thread is woven directly into the core. This thread cannot be copied or printed. Furthermore, unique security watermarks, visible only when held up to the light, are embedded using pressure-sensitive rollers. Both the thread and the watermark ensure that the paper stock is verifiable at a glance. Every banknote is a silent sentinel, telling the truth in ways the eye can barely see. Your banknote isn't just a piece of paper. It is a forensic document, a testament to the global war against the financial disease of forgery. It proves that the systems which define our lives are not built on ideals, but on the crushing necessary weight of cost and security. Next week, we dissect the ultimate personal document, the passport. Not for travel, but a weapon of control. Subscribe because every system you live by has an anatomy. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Click here to watch the start of the series, The Anatomy of Time.